Hey guys, and welcome to Thursday's edition of the vlog. Had a crazy start to the week this week, and of course we had a baby and Jackson is finally here, so that is awesome and it's a very proud moment to be a dad once again. And Mum and Bub are both very well, and of course I love having those snuggles as well. Not too much happening in the garage or reptile room, so to speak, as we're just waiting for females to do prelay, which I'm pretty sure the coastal jag went through a prelay, and we're waiting for the Woma and the spotteds, which I did notice that the spotted was going a bit belly up, which is a good thing. But I will take you around and show you those just to give you a bit of an update on how they're going, how the swelling's going, and point out a couple of things with the coastal. As you can see, I think I can see eggs in her stomach and below, so we'll go through that and I'll show you the spotteds and worms and stuff like that, but let's get straight into it. So here's the coastal jag, and I've labelled her down as prelay on the 30th of August. So it's been a couple of days, and what I've noticed so far is a lot of scale separation starting from around here, following it all the way down. And of course around this tail part here, which I'll get a bit of a close-up for you, you can see how large she's getting, to the point where I notice, you can see that scale separation there, and that is a very good sign. So we'll be keeping an eye on that. I have noticed a little bit of growth, especially up around this sort of 3/4 mark, just past the halfway. Let's say halfway she's about there, and then you can sort of, I can see an egg here, an egg sort of around there. So we've got a few things going on with her. I did give her a small feed, however, I think it was 3 or 4 days ago now, so we'll see if she passes that through in the next few days and go from there, because I know some females actually tend to eat smaller prey items because she's on large rats. So I gave her a weaner rat a couple of days ago, so it'll be good to see if she passes that, and of course any more of the stages, which will be belly up, soaking in that heat, and then hopefully we'll have some little baby carpet python eggs, which is cool. So she's a coastal jag, so I'm pretty sure the one that I paired up was a diamond, so it'll be interesting to see what the mutations will look like and what the percentages are. And then of course we have the Woma pythons here, and the male is over this side, the female's up here. And by the looks of it, with this male, if I'll get around here and I'll see if I can get him to do it like last time, if you gently move around here, you can actually see with his tail that he's actually showing a lot of signs of more reproduction. So he's doing a really good job with the female, but it's actually a good sign that I could actually purchase another female like her and use the male over 2 females, which will be a better outcome, of course, again, and have a few more extra baby womas and help towards that conservation aspect. But of course it's learning about the different females and their reproductive systems to be able to see and guesstimate on when they're going to lay, when they're going to pre-lay, and all those sort of things. So it's a pretty cool thing to get on top of, because I've seen them mate a fair few times now. And if you can see pretty much from here, where would we start? I'm going to go, so the head's here, we follow it around, and pretty much the scale separation starts from about here, and then it comes up thicker to the midsection, and then comes down 3/4 way, which you got some eggs in here, and obviously down a bit further towards the tail. So there's the Woma pythons, and it's probably something that I look forward to breeding an extra female as well, so keep an eye out for that, because I'll most likely be getting another female. And here we have the spotteds, of course, het for albino, and you can see with this spotted python here that we've actually got, she's actually getting quite large, which is good. You can see from her head's down in here, it comes back around, and pretty much from here, coming around this part here, around through the midsection, you can see that it's starting to get a lot thicker and a lot harder for her to coil up around. So it'll be good to see, especially right in here, right up in there where she's flicking her tail around. It's actually a lot harder for her to do that now, because she's obviously got the fluids in there, and she's got, I'm hoping, fertile eggs. So it'll be good to see the het albino spotters produce some good eggs for us. And of course We've got the big male over here. So it'll be good to hopefully maybe even get a second female as well to implement into this breeding program, because it is a fantastic breeding program to be producing white ones of these, because I know this female here is quite light compared to the dark female, so it's an interesting project anyway, and see what the albinos look like. So the last thing I wanted to touch on before I get out of here is that we had pest control come through, and a lot of people don't realise it, but when the pest control people come through, they do say that it is safe for your pet snakes, pet lizards, stuff like that. I personally don't think so. I spoke to a few different snake catchers, handlers, enthusiasts and stuff like that, and they have advised me to obviously take your snakes out and keep them away for a few hours while they do the routine pest stuff, because we do rent. The other thing would be is with the enclosures that stay, like say this glass one here and the other 3 that we got from Reptile Cribs, we F10 them with a 5 to 500 solution, left them for about an hour or so to give them a good chance to kill any of that harmful bacteria, then come back, sprayed it again, gave it a good wipe, and that's it. So keep that in mind when you have pest control around and what you need to do in those certain situations, especially when you have aquatic species, snakes, lizards, all that sort of stuff. Make sure you disinfect every water bowl, every climbing item, just to be safe. You don't want to do all this moving them around, waiting a few hours and then bring them back to carcass. So keep that in mind when you've got pest control due or around the area, and especially with your insect repellent or spray that you do when you have, say, an ant infestation, when you've got crickets and stuff like that. So keep those things in mind, of course. With that said, I'm going to go ahead and end the vlog here. Hope you have a fantastic weekend. I'm back at work for a week, or just over a week, and then having a couple of weeks off to work on CBTV because we've got the launch, and of course spending some time with my son. So make sure you do me a favour, hit that subscribe button. We're only 9 away from 400, and I might even do a little competition when we get to 400. So let's smash that up. Keep subscribing for me. It's making me keep pushing, keep doing certain things with you. And if you've got anything you want me to cover, drop a comment down below and I will see if I can cover it in the vlog. Other than that, have a fantastic evening, and I will see you on Monday.